Imagine you're sitting at a table with your best friend. You're both laughing, sharing secrets, and generally having a great time. Suddenly, a group of friends walks by, and one of them happens to be someone you used to date. Your friend looks away for a moment, seemingly uninterested. But you catch a glimpse of a flash of emotion on her face, something akin to jealousy, or maybe it was just a fleeting thought. Or was it? As they say, the first sign of jealousy is often a change in behavior. And while it can be easy to dismiss your friend's actions as nothing more than a momentary lapse in attention, it's worth asking whether there might be something more going on. Perhaps there are hidden feelings of envy bubbling beneath the surface. When we think of jealousy, we often picture a person consumed by thoughts of betrayal or abandonment. We imagine them questioning their partner's loyalty or doubting their place in a relationship. But what if these feelings go beyond romantic relationships? What if our closest friends also harbor secret jealousies? In this video, we'll explore the complex emotions that can arise within friendships and help you identify any warning signs that your best friend might be secretly envious of you. So grab a cup of tea and let's get into it. Number 1, they keep tabs on your social media presence. Does your friend know every time you post something new on social media? Do they always seem to be among the first to like and comment on your posts? While this may seem like a sign of a loyal and supportive friend, it could also indicate a more complex emotion at play: jealousy. When we feel jealous of someone, we tend to fixate on their successes and achievements, often comparing them to our own. This can lead us to monitor their social media accounts closely, not because we genuinely care about their every move, but because we want to keep track of their accomplishments and make sure we don't fall behind. Imagine your friend consistently liking and commenting on your posts, always eager to engage with your content. While on the surface this might appear to be an act of friendship, it could be driven by a subconscious desire to stay connected to you and your life, masking a deeper feeling of envy. If you notice this pattern in your friend's behavior, it's essential to consider whether their actions are rooted in genuine care or if they might be harboring secret feelings of jealousy towards you. Number 2, they subtly belittle your achievements. Have you ever noticed your friend making snide remarks or jokes whenever you share your accomplishments? Maybe they roll their eyes or make a sarcastic comment when you talk about receiving an award or achieving a personal milestone. At first glance, these reactions might seem like just another instance of your friend's dry sense of humor. But beneath the surface, they could be masking a deeper emotion: jealousy. When we feel envious of someone else's success, we might unconsciously try to diminish their accomplishments in order to protect our own self-esteem. By subtly belittling your achievements, your friend could be attempting to bring you down to their level, creating a false sense of equality. It's important to pay attention to these subtle behaviors, as they might be a sign that your friend is struggling with feelings of envy. If you notice your friend consistently belittling your achievements, consider having an open and honest conversation with them about their reactions and how they make you feel. No. 3. They never celebrate your successes. Think back to the last time you achieved something significant. Who was the first person you wanted to share it with? Your best friend, right? But did they show up for you, Joe? Did they offer congratulations or express any interest in your accomplishment? Or did they seem indifferent, almost as if they didn't care? When a friend doesn't celebrate your successes, it can be disheartening and confusing. You might start to question whether they're truly invested in your happiness, or if there's a deeper issue at play, like jealousy. Friends who are genuinely invested in your well-being will be among the first to celebrate your successes, big or small. They'll be eager to listen to your stories and show support and encouragement. However, if your friend consistently fails to acknowledge your achievements or show any interest in your life, it might be a sign of a hidden jealousy. They may feel the need to downplay your accomplishments and distance themselves from your successes in order to avoid confronting their own feelings of envy. Number 4, they keep you away from their close circle. Does your friend suddenly become distant whenever you're about to introduce them to someone new in your life? Perhaps you've been invited to a party and you're excited to meet some of your friend's closest friends, but when the time comes, Do they seem hesitant or even try to keep you away from their group? This behavior might seem confusing or even hurtful, especially coming from your best friend. But it could be driven by a secret jealousy. When we're envious of someone, we often try to limit our exposure to them, fearing that their presence will highlight our own shortcomings or trigger uncomfortable feelings of inadequacy. Your friend might be subconsciously trying to keep you away from their close circle to protect themselves from these emotions. If you notice this pattern in your friend's behavior, it's essential to have an honest conversation with them about their feelings and whether there's anything you can do to help. Remember, communication is key to maintaining strong and healthy friendships. Number 5, they distance themselves emotionally. Have you noticed your friend becoming more distant lately? They don't open up to you as much as they used to, and they seem less interested in the details of your life. When a friend starts to distance themselves emotionally, it can be unsettling. You might wonder if you've done something wrong, or if there's a problem they want to avoid discussing. In some cases, this emotional detachment might be an indication of secret jealousy. When we're envious of someone, we might unconsciously try to push them away to minimize the emotional pain associated with comparing ourselves to them. Your friend might be struggling with feelings of envy and find it easier to distance themselves emotionally rather than confront these complex emotions. Number 6, they overshare personal information. Does your friend suddenly start oversharing personal information, perhaps talking about their insecurities or past mistakes in a way that seems excessive? While it might seem concerning at first, this behavior could actually be an attempt to connect with you on an emotional level and gain your understanding and validation. When we're envious of someone, we often feel a deep sense of inadequacy and might try to compensate by sharing intimate details about ourselves. This can be a way to make ourselves appear more relatable and evoke sympathy from others. By oversharing, your friend might be unconsciously seeking your empathy and trying to establish a sense of equality between you both. However, it's important to remember that emotional manipulation is never healthy in a friendship. And if you notice your friend consistently using this tactic, it might be a sign of a deeper issue like jealousy. And number 7, they exhibit a sudden change in attitude. Has your friend's attitude towards you changed recently? Are they now constantly criticizing you or finding fault in everything you do? Even seemingly small changes in a friend's attitude can be cause for concern. It might not be a coincidence that this shift occurs alongside something positive in your life, like a new job or a blossoming relationship. When we're jealous of someone, we often try to devalue them in our minds to protect our own self-esteem. This can manifest as a sudden change in attitude, where we start finding fault in everything they do and criticizing them for their choices and actions. If you notice this pattern in your friend's behavior, it's important to have an honest conversation with them about how their words are affecting you. So have you noticed any of these signs in your own friendships? Remember, jealousy can be a complex emotion, and it's essential to approach the situation with empathy and understanding. If you suspect your friend might be struggling with feelings of envy, consider having an open and honest conversation with them. Express your concerns and let them know you're there to support them. Maintaining open communication is vital for nurturing healthy and lasting friendships. It's essential to be aware of the potential for jealousy within our closest relationships. By recognizing the signs and communicating openly, we can work towards building stronger bonds of trust and understanding with our friends. Friendships can be a source of strength, joy, and support throughout our lives. Nurturing them with empathy and understanding will help us build lasting connections that enrich our overall well-being. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating valuable content.